Where's the pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Welcome to the live, guys. Just doing some tongue twisters to get started. I am just making sure that I'm live everywhere, so bear with me. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper could pick a pack of pickled peppers, where? Okay, right, we seem to be good. Welcome to the live, everyone. My name's Sean from Seller Smart. I try to go live every single day to help you guys with Amazon FBA. And pretty sure, just checking that I'm live. Need to post to our free Discord community that we're available. Boom, here we go. Right, we are live. Don't like that. Let me know if you guys have any questions today. Can I help you with your Amazon journeys? Whereabouts are you at? Are you all brand new sellers? Are you just getting started? Are you interested in the model? Let me know. Who have we got on the live so far today? Do I recognize any names? No, I don't recognize any names so far. Give me 1 sec. I'm still setting up. There's so much setup to do on my side. Okay, right, cool. We are live. Let me know if you guys have Amazon FBA questions. It's going to be that way. It's going to be that way. Cool. All right, amazing. So, now I've handled that. Okay, right, I'm good. Yeah, welcome to the live, guys. My name is Sean from Seller Smart. I go live every single day, and Rosa, I've just noticed it's you and me in here, but still, I'm going to talk as if there's a crowd in here. I go live every single day to help you guys with Amazon FBA. I've been selling since 2023. The lovely lady in this live call is my partner. She's been selling as well. We did it together. And in 2023, I lost my job, got made redundant, got into Amazon FBA because I saw it on Instagram and I really wanted to give it a go. And it was pretty life-changing. I was able to change I was able to replace my salary in gross profit in the first year. My partner and I did loads of different little schemes and side hustles, most of which failed. Some of them were kind of okay, but none of them were like Amazon. Amazon is really consistent and reliable in comparison to other models we've tried, and yeah, was pretty life-changing for us. I got very into business because of Amazon, which I never was before. I was never really entrepreneurially minded, and ever since then, the guys and I at Seller Smart, we're all Amazon sellers. We've been building solutions to a lot of the Amazon FBA problems that we face. So any problems that we had in our business, we didn't really see anyone else solving them, so we wanted to solve them, and the rest is history. We've been going for over 2 years. We've got a prep center based in Bexley. We can recruit out virtual assistants for you. We've got a software coming out soon, which is looking really good. We've got a one-to-one mentoring. We've got a free server that has 1,350 members, something like that. I think it's closing in on that. And yeah, it's been a hell of a ride along the way. We've got an incredible community. So if you want to join our free Discord community, you can get to that link in the bio. But if you just want to ask questions, I'm happy to help. If you're brand new, just getting started, I can help you. And if you've hit a plateau, we can absolutely help you. Snuggles, Paula, Ollie, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. I don't recognize any of your names. Where are you guys at with your Amazon journeys? I mean, have you been doing this for long? You just getting started? Let me just double check and make sure I am going. Hey, Lukey boy, welcome, mate. Welcome to the live. Good to see you joining from a different platform today. I'm not going to say which. Are you still on it, mate? Luke, are you still on it? Because it says no one's actually in it. Mason, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Do let me know if you've got any questions. Okay, Ollie Kershaw, do you think the increase in Section 3s and ungating becoming impossible is killing OA? No, not at all. So I completely agree with you. Ungating became challenging in Q4. Ungating has been incredible the last month. We saw a huge positive pickup in January. an even bigger one in February, and this month has been insanely good for ungating. So it's gone back to its regular old crap process. But we've got an ungating channel in our mentorship server that's been popping off and going really well. People in our free Discord community have been using ungates that we recommend in the community, and that's been going really well. And only in the last week, we've been having people getting like blanket approvals on all of their ungates. It might be like 6 to 9 applications in one go. So no, I absolutely don't. Section 3s have always been a thing on Amazon. Amazon has a lot of fake suppliers on the platform, usually from China, being honest. Well, allegedly, and Amazon has to confirm that the products being sold on the platform are legitimate. They have to make sure that customers are buying real stock. So in order to keep that consumer trust, they hand out violations like authenticity complaints, IP violations, Section 3s. So if you're following the rules and you're playing by the game, even if you have these headaches, you'll be fine. I had a Section 3 violation, but I bought the product straight from the manufacturer, from the brand itself, so I was fine. They're not a big deal, but they're a big deal for people who break the rules. So just remember that. Like, if you're going to get into this business model, Amazon's become so compliance heavy, it is not the type of business model where you should play games anymore. If you're doing like grey hat, black hat marketing, selling fake stock, things like that, it just doesn't work like that. It's become really compliance heavy. But in my opinion, that's a good thing, because we get to sell on the largest marketplace in the world with the highest consumer traffic, and 60% of the units sold on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers. So you only get that kind of trust because Amazon looks after its customers. I wish it would look after its sellers, but which it doesn't. But that's where our free community can help. Whenever you run into issues, that's where we can help, because seller support more often than not won't. Ollie Kershaw, I've been selling for just over a year, mate. Awesome. Yeah, Ollie, I recognize your name, right? You've been in one of these lives before, I think. Really, I've been having issues. I'll keep trying. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to blow smoke up you, mate. I'm not going to say the exact expression because I don't want to get in trouble. But it's never been good as a process. So 3 years ago when I joined, my record for ungating attempts was 20 before I got approved once. It's always been bad, but there are tricks that you can do. You know, if you eventually get your application in front of a human who actually looks at it, which is very challenging, there are loads of things that you can do to increase the odds. You can change the file type of the on a new application. You can flip the invoice. You can annotate the sections that they're requesting. You can leave different comments that say, what's always worked really well for me is, please see attached invoice from trusted UK supplier. That's worked really well for me. There's loads of things that you can do. You just have to be patient. It's always been tricky. But yeah, honestly, man, it's turned around massively in the the last month, I'd say. It's become very positive again. Just try. Hello, welcome to the live. Let me know if you've got a question. Early Korshaw, yeah, I have. I'm currently in the process of having a VA trained by you and my friend as well. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's really good. Ollie, okay, yeah. I thought I recognized your name. I just didn't know where from. Reese is the guy that leads the recruiting stuff. Yeah, we're here every step of the way, mate. So you are like, I don't know what stage of your journey you're at. You said you've been selling for a year, but when I say what stage, I don't know how much capital you have. But what I did in my first 3 months, which I still think is really appropriate information now, is you have to invest money into ungating. You have to find products that you want to sell, find cheaper versions of them in the same brand, buy those and get them ungated. I'm sure you've been selling for a year now, so I'm sure you know that. But obviously I'm talking to more than just yourself today. And yeah, you have to invest a bit of money in brands. In the community chat today, someone sent out a notice that a whole list of brands have been increased to 100 times units. So you have to double check that. They're all quite a lot of major brands, including Jellycat, which I know a lot of people sell. So be sure to check the community chat in our free Discord community and just make sure you're not affected by any of those. And it never hurts to have an invoice of 100 units of the brands you sell these days. So OA and A to A is the business model that we do. It's the one that we follow. But you can go to major wholesalers and also get 100 times units of a cheap version of a product in that brand, that's also a good idea. I'm just going to jump across to another platform to make sure. No. Okay, I'm all good. Okay, clips for you. Welcome to live, by the way. What would you say is a good amount of money to have as a starting point? Yeah, that's a question we get almost every single live. And I would say without fail, it's at least £1,000. More is better. You have to have some money to invest into Ungates. You have to spend about £100 a month to do the business model on software. You don't have to, but you should. So Keeper, Seller Amp SaaS, Amazon Seller Subscription, packaging labels, SKU labels. You can get boxes for free. But yeah, we definitely recommend at least £1,000 to start. More is better. When we talk to people about our one-to-one mentoring, we tell people publicly on these lives, only schedule a call about it if you've got at least £5,000 to invest, because if you do work with us, it's going to be an investment, and then you still need to have cash to invest as well to make it work. But yeah, so far we only have 5-star reviews from all of our services, and it's been going really well. The mentorship community is actually really sick. It's really popping off. We know we need to build up the engagement of the free one, but over the last week it's been a lot more active and busy, which is really good. Ollie Kershaw, you've been selling for around 18 months now. I do between 60 and 70k monthly revenue. That's really good, mate. Well done. Congratulations on that. I know someone that got a Section 3 from Jellycat from Fenwick yesterday, but he should beat it. Yeah, so again, Section 3s are only a problem if you're buying from fake suppliers. If you've bought from a legitimate place, it will always be okay. I always tell people in these lives, as long as you follow the rules, you'll be okay. There is a process for everything. Some problems are harder to solve than others. Some problems take longer to solve. But again, that's where we can help you. If you get a Section 3 and Amazon don't accept it right away, which is sometimes it does happen, just like an authenticity complaint, sometimes you have to re-upload the same thing a few times because the people reviewing don't have enough time to do it and do their jobs properly. If you get a Section 3 and it's legitimate and you have an invoice and they reject it, you can go to Amazon mediation and you can get a third party to check it over, and Amazon will always side by what they say. And if you win the case, Amazon will pay for it. So there's always steps that you can take. Amazon usually, when they hardgate brands, when they increase the required ungates, they usually give you a lot of notice. Yesterday was a bit messed up because the big list of brands of 100 units, they haven't given people a lot of notice to fix that. That's not cool. They should give sellers more time. But as long as you can find a place to get 100 times unit ungate, you should be okay. And as long as you're buying from legitimate stuff, at least you won't get in trouble. You might have to sell your stock on eBay or something like that. But no, I don't see any issues in the short term. I think, people have been saying OA is dead for like more than 5 years, because when Sam started, Sam's the head coach in our mentorship. When he started, he was being told there's no point getting into it. It's been dead for years. And that was 5 years ago. And yet the platform as a marketplace keeps growing year on year, and the competition is going down, not up. So I love the opportunity. I think it's incredible. We definitely see less competition than we used to 3 years ago when I joined. And I always say in these live calls, on Google Meet, if you look at Amazon FBA as a trend 3 years ago when I joined, it was peak trend. It was 100 on Google Trends. Right now, it's more out of fashion. And I think it's probably slowly going to pick up again. It's like fashions are cyclical, aren't they? They go away and they come back. But I think the fact that it's gotten harder with compliance is a good thing. I do think more people are going to be turned away from it and give up easy. And that's where opportunity comes from sellers like you and I who keep going. Which, for you, Ollie, you're doing incredibly well. 60 to 70k revenue months is really good, especially in the 18-month period you've been selling. Are you full-time with it, mate? Or are you trying to go full-time with it? Let me just check and make sure. No, okay, we're good. Well, actually, I just realized I didn't check one of the other platforms that we're on. Okay, right, get no comments. Okay, cool. Okay, no more questions since then. So, I have a list of topics that I always refer to. Let me just bring that up. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. I'm here for the next hour or so to answer your questions. These lives, typically I get asked so many questions. I don't ever have to prepare anything. So do let me know if you've got any questions. Okay, we've talked a lot about ungating issues. I don't want to talk too much about beginner stuff because I answer beginner stuff quite regularly. So let's do something else today. What can we do today? Okay. Ollie, yeah, I'm full-time mate. I completely agree. That's the compliance is a good thing. Yeah, it is. It's one of those things. It's a rose tinted with thorns, isn't it? Because it feels like a massive headache, and it is annoying. Like we've got a seller in our community, really nice guy, and he's a very big seller. You know, very big, kind of big enough to put his products in retail stores, kind of big. And for months, he's been dealing with compliance document requests in the toys category. And the amount of time he's had to spend on that instead of working on his business for months is insane. But you get the positive of selling on the largest marketplace in the world, and he makes a very good income doing it. So I always have to kind of remind myself and people that I talk to, you're going to be working for yourself, which is a massive bonus. You're going to be setting your own hours, which is a massive bonus. You're going to be making way more money than you can working for someone else, which is a massive bonus. Even if you're in a salary job, not every day is easy. Some of them are just harder than others, and it's the same in business. Business, I would argue, throws heavier challenges at you. But Ollie, for you, you've been selling for a while now. You've got a lot of experience. I think you'd agree with me. The challenges that you face in business develop you as a person. Like, you develop a really thick skin, you get really good at thinking on your feet. Like, I've gotten to a point now where when I first started in the first 3 months, I would panic if things go wrong. And now, as I say, I got Section 3 not that long ago. It wasn't even an emotional register on my scale. I didn't even action it for a long time because I was so busy focused on Seller Smart. But I know I'm going to be able to solve the problem, so I don't sweat about it. There's always a solution to the problems. Dougal, RB Source, a good software for OA. I only ever used it years ago. I know it's changed a lot since then. I know the guy that runs it is in our server. I need to reach out and say hi to him. I don't use it. Someone we're friends with in the space who has a big community, he uses it. We have a software coming out, so I'm never going to promote a competitor software, but I'm also not going to discourage you from using it. It might be good. I don't know. I need to chat to the guy. But if you go to our free Discord community, you can sign up to our software waitlist. We've been developing it for about 14 months, way too long, but it's actually really good. We've had a group of people, an increasingly large group of people testing it over the last 6 to 8 weeks. I can't remember how much it is. As we slowly release it to the wider public, people in the waitlist will get access. People in our mentorship get access first, then active members in our free community get access to it next, and then people in the waitlist get access to it. And the people in our mentorship who've seen it and have interacted with it believe it's going to be game changing. So we just hope that they're right, because we've been working very hard at it. Cow has been an absolute goblin behind his laptop for the last 14 months trying to get it out to people. Ollie Kershaw, I previously dabbled in grey market, but I've since they've been cracking down more, I've avoided it. Yeah, I can see the allure. I can see why people do it. It's higher profits, less competition, because obviously not everyone's going to be doing it. I can see why people would do it. I think Amazon is not the platform for it anymore. You might be able to get away with it on other platforms, but I just think Amazon's too strict now. And I'm not speaking from experience, by the way. I haven't done this. Maybe it does work. But what we like to teach is how to do this business model safely, just because you need to think about it from a long-term perspective. We have an Amazon FBA coach in our mentorship who gets coaching from us. And he has students that do some slightly less compliant things, and I think they run into troubles. And I know just made a sale. I don't know if you heard that. Cool, that threw me off. Yeah, I speak to other coaches who have tried dabbling in less compliant things, and yeah, they almost always run into issues. Do you know what? Recently, actually, we had an influx of coaches sending us their students who'd been banned because we have an account recovery expert in our team. And yeah, it's been quite, I'm friends with these people, so I'm not going to name and shame them, but I'm always quite surprised by the advice that some people have been giving, because it's really risky, and their students have been getting banned for very legitimate reasons. So you have to be very careful. I'm just going to say that you have to be very careful with what you try on Amazon anyway. Jay Luxy, what is Amazon FBA? So Amazon, you know what Amazon is, right? Amazon is the largest marketplace in the world where most people buy most of their stuff. Amazon FBA is fulfillment by Amazon. So 60% of the products sold on Amazon are sold by third-party sellers. That means people like you and I, we can set up stores and we can sell on Amazon's platform. So whenever you look at a product listing, I'm going to use Jellycat as an example. Whenever you look at a Jellycat listing, there might be 10 to 30 sellers on that listing who are all rotating around the buy box. The buy box is the button you press to buy now. And any one of those sellers could be making the sale. So 60% of the products sold are from third-party sellers. Amazon's majority of their revenue comes from third-party sellers, and that's what we do. We buy products when the price is low, we resell them when the price is high. We try our best to make good profit. Some people do really, really well with this business model. I've loved this business model because I've done very well with it. It was very educational to me, from getting me out of an employee mindset into a business owner mindset. And now I couldn't imagine going back to working for someone else. I literally would never go back to working for someone else. So yeah, FBA is really good. You've also got FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant. The only difference is FBA is I send the stock to Amazon's fulfillment centers. I make a sale, but they send the product, they do the customer service, they prep the stock. If I do FBM, I make the sale, but I have the stock with me, either at my house or at my prep center, or at my warehouse, and then I send the stock to the customer, and more often than not, I have to do the customer service for the customer. They each have pros and cons. I'm actually quite a big fan of FBM, but you have to be careful with it, because if you get negative reviews with FBM, it's harder to remove than when you do with FBA. With FBA, Amazon strike through your reviews and they take responsibility for them. So yeah, definitely recommend giving it a go. You need to start with at least £1,000 though. When people say you can start with less, I would disagree. I would respectfully disagree. Mon, can you resolve a section 3 using order confirmation emails? Will you need an invoice? Yeah, so you can resolve them with order confirmation emails, but invoices are always better. I got a section 3, and the company I bought from was American, where the laws are different, and they wouldn't provide me an invoice, like a PDF invoice. They would just show me the order page where I bought and an order confirmation, and it's still fine, it still works. But there's a very unique process that you have to follow with Section 3s and violations in general. Amazon do not make it clear and easy, and ChatGPT can actually misguide you and give you incorrect information on how to pass it first time. Whenever you get a Section 3 violation, the more you apply and get it rejected, the less likely you are to get it resolved. So if you get a Section 3, be very meticulous with your proof. Make it really obvious that you've done it legitimately. Here's the invoice, order confirmation. Maybe even record a Loom video showing the orders from the supplier directly. Do everything you can to prove it's legit. And if it gets rejected, talk to us, join our free Discord community, and talk to our account recovery expert. Depending on the level of work that's involved, we can give free advice. Obviously, we give free advice every day on these TikToks. But if he has to get involved and help you win the case, then he'll quote you a price to help you get the account back. But yeah, Section 3s can absolutely be resolved. The only reason they exist is to make sure that Amazon enforce authentic products being sold on their platform. So they are annoying, but they are a necessary evil, and I think they're a good thing if you're following the rules. Harry FBA, welcome to the live, mate. You ever had problems with VAT number? Mon, that's really helping you. Thank you, mate. No problem at all, Mon. Harry, can you clarify what you mean? So you said you ever had problems with a VAT number. Do you mean another company's VAT number? Do you mean getting a VAT number yourself? Can you clarify what you mean, please, boss? Verified pending action on Amazon. Okay, so I'm guessing you got VAT registered, you've provided it to Amazon, and it says pending verification, given 60 days to sort or at risk. Harry, you're in our free Discord community, right? Can you drop us a message and can you show me screenshots of what you're seeing? Because I need to have a bit more information to be able to guide you in the right direction. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, well, you can get that if you join link in the bio. You can go to our free Discord community, if you want to, of course. You can join the server. You have to go through an application process to join in, where you just answer 3 or 4 questions. If you let me know in the form that it's you and you talk to me about the VAT issue, I can give you a hand. But it's up to you. You can try and explain it on this live if you want, but without screenshots or a screen share, it might be tricky to be able to say for 100% certain what the issue is. They are saying all matches and just got to wait 48 hours for it to update. There was a business address mismatch which I fixed. Okay, that sounds like that'll be fine then. Yeah, as long as you wait up to 48 business. Well, I was going to say business days. If you wait up to 48 hours, you should be fine. Yeah, you should be fine. If there's an issue, it'll be all right. The address mismatch is a problem because Amazon needs to verify you're a legitimate business. So they're going to cross-reference your registered billing address. That's why for anyone out there who's trying to get ungated and you're struggling, you need to make sure that your registered business address is the billing address on your invoice. You need to make sure that's showing on the invoice, and you need to make sure that the supplier's billing address and information is showing on the invoice. Otherwise, Amazon won't accept it. So even if you find good retailers, if they provide bad invoices, they're not a good option to use long term, because bad invoices mean Amazon likely won't accept them should they ever request that kind of information. So yeah, there's a little bit of a game you have to play. It was business days, however, still says verified pending action. Bro, getting that when you get 130k in Amazon is peak. There was a business address mismatch. It was business days, however, still says verified pending action. Mate, I'm really sorry. Even with glasses, I'm blind. And the chat, the way I've got it on TikTok on my PC, the text is really small. Bro, getting that when you get 130k in Amazon is peak. Yeah. Well, I think in general, like when you get to VAT, it just becomes harder, doesn't it? You definitely make less money. And I've spoken to an accountant who told me that he lost about 80% of his Amazon customers when they hit VAT registered status. And for me, like for us as a team, we found that quite silly, because if you prepare for VAT and you get good at the skill of sourcing and you develop a good set of replens, you know how to find products and manufacture your margin. VAT is just part of it's just part of the next chapter in your business journey. If you give up as soon as you hit VAT, you're not really a proper business owner. You were just doing a bit of a side hustle, and then you gave up when it was getting interesting, in my opinion. Mun, how can I join your Discord? So we have a link in our bio. So depending on the platform you're on, we're on a few platforms. Depending on the platform, you can go to the description or link in the bio. On TikTok, it's the Linktree link. It will either take you to our website where you can check out all our services, or it will take you to our free Discord community. You can answer a few questions and we'll let you in. The free Discord community has 1,340 or 50 members. I can't remember how many it is now. It's really good. I want to be honest with you guys, right? We're not the type of community that has 1,000 messages go through it a day. We're very focused on Amazon FBA chat, and we like that. We get a lot of people tell us they like our community because it's very focused on helping with FBA. We have some ideas of increasing engagement and adding some extra channels, but yeah, we've been focusing a lot on the mentorship server right now, which has been going really well. So if anyone does want to work one-to-one with us, just let us know, schedule a call. You need at least 5k to invest, and you'll get taught by the entire team, but Sam is the head coach in that. Sam's a very big seller on Amazon, and he's an incredibly good teacher. But yeah, we will increase the engagement in our free Discord community. But to be fair, over the last couple of weeks, it's been a lot more active, especially since ungating became a lot more like it used to be, a lot more responsive, a lot more approvals. It got a lot more active and positive in there. You submitted it on Thursday morning. They asked you to wait 2 business days. Well, 2 business days would mean Monday, wouldn't it? So you should be okay. You should hear back by then. Now it means stock count. I'm doing 250k rev a month. Everything goes well and get hit with that. Oh, okay. That is, yeah, that's a challenge. That's frustrating. Yeah, I saw someone in our community earlier today was saying they've been going for 4 years and like 25% of their stock got hit by the 100 unit ungate increases, which is very challenging. It's one of the reasons we tell people to not invest more than 5% of your capital into one brand. You want to spread your risk by buying lots of different brands. But Harry, for you, you're doing solid numbers, man. That's really impressive. GG. Bravo, that's really good. But yeah, I can imagine that's challenging. Just I would say if they said 2 business days, then that would be Monday for you. Or you could chase it up with seller support. You could contact managing director, but I doubt you're going to hear back from them anything useful until Monday anyway. Kwame, stay blessed, man. Thank you, brother. You too. Appreciate you for helping guys out there. Yeah, appreciate you too, man. Thank you for joining. I don't recognize your name. Have you joined the live before? Ollie Kershaw gave us a follow. Thank you, Ollie. Yeah, guys, everyone in here, if you get any value from anything I have said in these lives, give us a follow, tap the like button. The heart button helps push us out to more people. We really appreciate you. Try to give as much free value as we can because, obviously we're a business. We have paid services, but we genuinely love helping people as well. So, yeah, if you get any value, if there's anything you want to see in these lives, a lot of what I do is just chat SH1T and answer your questions as you go. But if you want to see me do a bit more structured stuff, I absolutely can. I'm not a big presentation guy, but I can learn. Trial by fire. Harry FBA, long weekend. Yeah, I bet it's going to be a long weekend for you. Has it stopped your sales? Has it stopped your ability to get sales? If so, that's rough, mate. That's rough. Stay positive. Distract yourself with other work. Whenever I get periods like that where literally all you can do is be patient and wait and see what happens, I just use it as an opportunity to work on my processes, update the leakage that I haven't been actioning. Have I gotten all my returns sorted? Have I made sure all my removal orders turned up? Have any customers tried to scam me so I could try and claim back some money? That's how I always take it. Which, Harry, you're a solid seller. I know you know that, but to the people in here who aren't aware, that's what I would do in situations where your hands are tied temporarily. Now, everything's the same, just got it hanging over your head. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. So I know this is easier said than done, and I don't want to sound like a robot, but I'm an emotional guy, right? I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I'm very much in control of my emotion most of the time. And when it comes to stresses like that come up, I really do think it's valuable for you to find coping mechanisms that allow you to take your mind off it and not let it derail you, because any business model is going to throw hurdles at you very regularly, Amazon especially. And if you're really emotionally taken down by every problem, it's going to be really taxing on you. So for me, I'm saying that you must be feeling stressed right now. I'm not at all diminishing how stressful your situation is, because it must be. But for me, I go to the gym, lift weights, the problems all fade away, do some cardio, that's really good, go for a walk, do some just spat on myself, lovely. Do some meditation. Meditation can be really good, like deep breathing exercises. I'm in an entrepreneur group with a guy who is an army medic, and he teaches founders breathing techniques to stay calm under stressful situations. And it's really important to get good at that side of business as well, because if you can stay calm under huge amounts of pressure, you're going to be able to handle, well, the expression is you're going to be able to weather every storm. And again, easier said than done, but it really does help. If you can take your mind off the problems, especially when you're in a bit of a purgatory where you're just waiting for them, it can be really good. Ali H, did you get a mentor or did you learn yourself? Really good question, boss. Yeah, so we have a one-to-one coaching and mentorship, and we put our money where our mouths are. So Seller Smart as a business has a business mentor. He's a guy called Ben, amazing dude. Sam gets mentoring. He's had coaches. Sam's the head coach in our mentorship. He's had coaches before. I got coaching from Sam years ago, which is how I know him, which is why I trust him and I know he's really good. I've also paid for I paid £3,000 for a wholesale mentorship from a community when I first got started. I didn't like the advice they gave. They were telling people to lie to suppliers to get products. I don't think that's a viable way to do Amazon, and the best way to do wholesale is to develop relationships with suppliers. So I thought that was really short-sighted when I had it. But yeah, I love coaching, love mentoring. I believe in it fully. No matter how well I do in life, 5 to 10% of my monthly income is going to go towards coaching, mentorship, upskilling myself, because I believe in it so strongly. I know there's a bit of a negative stigma around it because there are a lot of grifters. And mate, I went on TikTok the other day and I couldn't believe what some people were saying. It was wild. It's like the Wild West out there where people are making these outlandish claims. Sometimes you occasionally come across genuine people who actually want to help you though, and I hope that we're a community like that for you guys, because we, as I say, we worked for free for a year in our business, just growing it and helping people. So I think that gives us a little bit of credibility that we do genuinely love to help people. But yeah, I absolutely believe in mentorship. Ours only has 5-star reviews. It's only had positive reviews so far. Someone in it the other day was actually saying it's too cheap, which was some of the best feedback we've ever had. And yeah, it's been going really well. Really appreciate it. Harry, 100% made. Just getting given a countdown is scary. Yeah, absolutely. It's the urgency, isn't it? Amazon have created urgency on it and then left you to hang over the weekend. So I absolutely. I'm guessing the laughy faces are because I spat on myself. Ali H, I'm trying to get into FBA, but I just can't trust people off an app, if you get what I mean. I've watched tutorials and I've done some research, but I believe it would help having someone. Yeah, mate, I completely understand what you believe. We actually had a guy in here the other day who he was obviously a provocateur, right? He was trying to get an emotional reaction out of me, and he was calling me a grifter because we have a mentorship. And I'm not gonna argue in a negative way with someone like that, because I actually do get it. Like, healthy skepticism is a good thing. You do have to be careful, unfortunately. You can't trust everyone. I'm a very trusting person, and I've been smited multiple times in my life, but I have the approach, it's a volume game. I speak to so many people, everyone in the team, we network with so many people. It's not even close, right? It's 99% of people are amazing. 99% of people are incredible, and they're never going to do you dirty. It's the 1% of people that screw you over that hang in the back of your mind. So I like, if I do get screwed over by someone, dust my hands off, move on, don't get emotionally wrapped up in it, and I just don't continue the relationship. But yeah, I understand the healthy skepticism, because there is too many people giving bad advice out there. But yeah, like, if you do want to schedule a call and talk to us, you can be the judge if you think we're a good choice to work with. If anyone wants to work with us one-to-one, you need at least 5K to invest. And the offer is really good. We'll work with you until you hit 50K revenue or double your revenue. You get access to our software before everyone else, and you get it for free for 3 months. You get lifetime access to the course that we have, the advanced course. You get one-to-one calls with Sam, a one-to-one chat channel where you can ask as many questions as you like, and group calls. Next Thursday, we have a guest speaker who's a really successful Amazon coach. He's coming in, and then we've got 4 or 5 speakers lined up. I'm really excited about the tax expert that we know that's going to come on. I haven't spoken to him yet, but I'm good friends with him, so I'm going to coerce him to coming on and doing a guest spot to give people some good tax advice. And yeah, it can be really beneficial when you get the right coach and the right group. It can be really beneficial. Hi, yeah, thanks for the words of wisdom. Have a blessed day. You too, mate. You too. Thank you for joining. Stay positive. Don't let it get you down. And let me know on Monday, Harry, how it goes. Let me know on Monday. You'll be in the back of my head. I'll remember to drop you a message. I have not received any other questions from any other platforms. We got some work to do to build them, I think, but that's okay. Gotta love TikTok. All right, guys. So I've been going live for almost 40 minutes. You've got me until, let's say, another 20 minutes before I go to the gym with my missus. So let me know if you've got any questions. I could give you some insights of what we've been seeing this week, what we've been seeing in our free Discord community. So in the free community, one thing I noticed this week that's been happening a lot is, hold on one sec, let me find the message. Okay, yeah. So what I was seeing a lot in the free community is people asking, when you start your Amazon journey, should you go LTD or should you go sole trader? Sorry for the people out there who are already selling on the platform. It's probably a bit of a cheers for your help, mate. Have a good day. You too, Ollie. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so a lot of people ask us, should you go sole trader or should you go LTD? When I first started the company, we went LTD straight away, but that was because we wanted to get into wholesale. We wanted to VAT register as soon as possible. So if I was brand new and starting today, I would register as a sole trader. This is not financial advice. I'm not a trained accountant. This is just what I would do. But I would register as a sole trader. I would get to the 90,000 threshold before you register for VAT, and then I would reset that threshold by getting an LTD, and then I would reach the 90k threshold. That's what I would do if I was a beginner starting off in this again in 2026. I would start with at least £1,000, but more is better. I would invest some money into Ungates, which is going to help you be able to sell products. There's a bit of a trust system on Amazon, so the more ungated you are in some brands, the more you become ungated in others. We have a free auto ungate checklist that you can see, link in our description. You can get that from our free Discord community. You want to go through the auto ungate checklist, download our free purchase tracking sheet, which will help you keep on track of your purchasing, which is really important. Collecting data is really, really important for Amazon. You can download the top 200 UK suppliers with all of their all of their VAT information. We've got a discount gift card portal where if you're a member in our community, you can buy discount gift cards. And I would find other sellers. I would find seller IDs. I would storefront source them in SellerAmp SaaS, and I would just see what brands they're selling. And then I would make it a point to just actively try and find those brands regularly, set up trackers, set up some data, and learn how to manufacture your margin. You know, when you do this business model, you need to get really good at SellerAmp and Keeper, and that's a skill that comes with time and repetition. Wendy, welcome to the live. Thank you for the question. Yes, so the link in our bio, if you gotta let me know where you're based. Okay, Wendy, yeah, cool. Welcome to the live, by the way, Wendy. Yeah, so in our description, in our TikTok bio, there's a link, it says Linktree. It will either go to our website or to our Discord community, which is where we house our community of over 1,300 members. If you don't use Discord, because a lot of people don't, we've actually been thinking of how to reach more people who don't use Discord by doing something on Facebook, but we haven't decided that yet. But you can go to our website, and we have a section in our website that's free resources, and just download all of them. We've got a free Amazon FBA course that teaches you the fundamentals, a purchase tracking sheet, auto ungate checklist, top 200 UK suppliers, discount gift card portal, and a discount gift card tracker. All of those you can download for free. Our YouTube channel has loads of educational content, and the free community has people that will help you answer your questions. I'll answer your questions as much as I can on these lives as well. Or you can get one-to-one coaching from us if that's the route you wanted to go. Down, but you need at least 5k to invest if you wanted to go down that route. And we have a software coming out soon as well that's going to make it a lot easier for you to know exactly what you need to action in your business. And when it comes to how do you learn Keeper and SellerAmp SaaS, that's where the one-to-one coaching with us would come into it. But what you can do is you can look into, you do need Keeper and SellerAmp, you need both of them to be able to accurately review each listing. We have videos on our YouTube showing how to read Keeper graphs. So if you drop me a message, I can send you links to those videos. I haven't done any videos on SellerAmp SaaS, so that might be my next one. I might do that next. And And yeah, that's the best way to get started. As I say, start with at least £1,000 if you're brand new to this. More is better. Prove the business model. Buy a product that's profitable, sell it, get profit, prove it works, and that's usually where people invest more time into it. Obviously, you don't want to throw 10 grand at something you have no idea if it works. So that's why we tell people to prove the model first. Mon, apply to join the Discord now. Thank you for answering the questions and the brilliant insights. My pleasure, no problem at all. Thank you for the kind words. I'm going to get into a habit of screenshotting people who say nice things, because I get some not so nice comments now and again, and the niceness overpowers the nastiness. You applied to join the Discord. Let me invite you in. Give me 1 sec. Usually someone from the team is on this call with me so they can help let people into the community, but she hasn't responded to me yet today. There you are. I see you. Welcome. Just dropped you a message and I've approved you in. There you go. And there's another one as well, which I'll approve in really quickly right now. Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Wendy, hi, I'm in Durham. I don't like Discord. That's superb. Yeah, that's fair enough. A lot of people don't like Discord. It's a little bit tech heavy, isn't it? You have to. It's not as user friendly as like a Facebook group is, for example. I'll tell you what, Wendy. I'm gonna have a serious chat with my. Excuse me. I'm gonna have a serious chat with my partners. And I'm going to see what we can do about getting a group on Facebook, because we do need to have a space for people that don't use Discord. And I know Facebook is really active for Amazon sellers, so we might have to do that as well. So yeah, thank you for the comment that you don't like Discord, because we've been thinking that for a long time. We've been wondering how many people we lose by just not having a space that other people use. How much is the one-to-one? So you need at least 5K to invest. If you want to schedule a call with us, we'll talk to you about pricing. We don't talk about it publicly. We'll talk about pricing. We'll show you everything we offer. I can give you a rundown of how the mentorship works on this live though. So you have a guarantee when you work with us that you'll hit 50K revenue. We'll keep working with you until you hit 50K revenue, or double your revenue if you already sell. You're in the mentorship for at least 3 months anyway, but then you have the guarantee. You have a one-to-one chat channel with the head coach in our mentorship, Sam. Sam's done 7.5 million revenue since selling on Amazon. He does 2 million a year revenue. I think he's operating at 10% net, but his gross is really good. He supports his whole family with Amazon, goes traveling multiple times a year with them, never pays for flights because of the strategies we teach in our mentorship in how to get really good rewards from reward systems. You get a one-to-one channel with him, you get calls with him, you get group calls with the community with live sourcing. From next week, we have guest speakers who are successful Amazon sellers to come and give their insights as well. Really excited about that one. You get access to our software before everyone else. You get lifetime access to the course. And we only have 5-star reviews from it. It's been incredibly good. We put a lot of work into it. One of the reasons our mentorship is so good amongst others is because you've got an entire team of people who've built it together. So Sam, me, Cal and Reese, we all built the mentorship together. It's all of our combined experience. And same with all of our services, actually. We have a prep center, we have virtual assistant recruitment. So all of our services only have 5-star reviews so far. We really are like diligent with making sure that people are happy investing with working with us, because, you know, because we want to do a good job. So if anyone out there is interested, let us know. You can tell by this, it says prices increase in 11 days. That's because we're registering for VAT. So we're adding 20% of our prices on. So if anyone is interested in working with us, doing it before the end of the month is a really good time before the VAT increase kicks in. No pressure, of course, no pressure. We're not that kind of group. Mun, I'm in, thank you. No problem at all. Lawless Leon, or Lion? Spelled Leon. Lawless Leon. How much? Yeah, so depending on your question, can you clarify your question? Do you mean how much to get started with FBA? Because if you go solo, you can get started with about £1,000, but more is better. If you want to talk to us about the mentorship, you need at least 5K to invest. If you are talking how much do you have to invest in software to get started, you need to spend £25 on SellerAmp SaaS, £25 on Keeper, £30 on an Amazon seller subscription, and you might need to buy box labels, SKU labels, and maybe some boxes, but you can get boxes for free. Or if you use a prep center, you obviously will need to pay for the prep center. So you're going to have to clarify what you mean by your question, but you're not going to be able to clarify because I can see you're not in the live anymore. But we digress. Wendy, I'm on Amazon already, but need some direction now as sales are not good. Keeper and SellerAmp are hard. Yeah, okay, so that's one of the things we specialize in. So we go really heavy in teaching you how to be an expert in SellerAmp and Keeper. Keeper is unbelievably important with Amazon in order to do it properly. So we deep dive in how to do that. Lol, you're a grifter and you know it. See, this is what I'm talking about. You go live every day, you get comments like that. Appreciate you nonetheless, lol. Thank you for the engagement. Yeah, so Wendy, back to you. Sourcing is, learning the skills is the hardest part, and getting through ungating in the first 3 months, that's probably one of the hardest parts as well. But just keep being persistent, keep learning. If you do want to talk to us and get support, we absolutely can help you. We're a bit selective with who we work with, because the mentorship server is really positive. People share ideas, people help each other grow. We want to make sure that people coming in to the mentorship are people that we can help, are going to be easy to work with, and are going to have like-minded mindset where they share ideas, they communicate, and they talk in the group and everything like that. So if you do want to schedule a call, let us know. And yeah, really nice having you in here as well. Let me know if you've got any other questions. You said you're finding it really hard around Keeper and SellerAmp. What specifically is it you're struggling with right now? Maybe I can give you some quick advice on this live that could help. Notion stores, actually about the only TikTok guru that isn't a grifter. Nation stores, sorry. I really appreciate that, brother. You know what? I'm going to screenshot that as well. That's really nice. I appreciate it. Do you know what? I'm not offended when people come on and say stuff like that. I'm not offended, because I went on TikTok the other day to see what other Amazon guys were saying, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what some people were saying. People will promise ridiculous things just to get a quick buck out of people. It's wild. Why you've got to be, there's a really interesting thing in business, right? If you interact with American customers, Americans have a sales, capitalist culture. They're capitalists to their core. So Americans are really willing to spend high amounts of money really quickly. But in the UK, we have a much more distrusting culture. And I think that's for good reason, to be fair. I think our culture of being slightly more distrusting comes from valid places. And you just have to have healthy skepticism. You have to just trust who you get your information from. And I have been told by people in the past that I share too much, and I have been told that I'm a little bit too honest about the challenges that you face. But that's because I want you guys to come into this business model with the right mindset of what it's actually like. It's all well and good for me to tell you that you can get to a point where you're making 10K profit a month, because that is true. You can. But does it happen to everyone? No, it doesn't. Does it happen completely pain-free and without issues? No, it doesn't. It's work, it's challenge, it's overcoming obstacles, it's consistency, it's learning from the right places, it's learning from your own mistakes. There is so much to business, there's so much to Amazon, and if I'm going to encourage anyone on social media to get into a business model, I wouldn't ethically feel okay if I did that without giving the full picture of what it's like. Yes, you can do really well. Yes, you can have an incredible business model. Be prepared for all of these challenges along the way, because you will face them. We all do. The only reason we built our software is because we were constantly running into these kinds of issues in our Amazon businesses that we saw no one else fixing. So we decided to try and fix them. And luckily for us, Cow is a genius. Wendy, yeah, sounds good. Just find them so hard to understand. I need someone to show me and tell me how. Yeah, that's fair enough. They are tricky. Keeper especially, in the early days of reading the Keeper graphs, I was a bit confused as well. And when I got into learning Amazon myself 3 years ago, I learned from American YouTubers, where I didn't realize the US market and the UK market are two entirely different things. So the UK differences were, whilst the US market learnings were helpful, it wasn't directly practical to the UK. In SellerAmp, one of the key things that I could tell you is that you need to go into your settings and you need to make sure your settings are set up correctly for you as a seller. So if you use a prep center, you need to add your prep fee. Your inbound shipping should say 40p per kilo as an average, because otherwise your numbers, your estimations on your profits are going to be wrong. If you do FBM, you need to add your FBM calculations. If you see settings that aren't enabled by default that you want to see, you need to enable them. And any settings that you look at that you don't find helpful, disable them so that your panel is only stuff you want to see. You need to connect a Google Sheet to your SellerAmp SaaS. So any leads you find, you can export them by clicking a button. Really easy. Our free purchase tracking sheet is the way we would recommend doing that. And there's a guide on it showing you how to set it up with your SellerAmp SaaS. And then with Keeper, the key things you want to look for with Keeper: how many sellers are on the listing, how many sellers are in the competitive buy box price, because those are going to be your competition, how many sales per month does the product sell, what's the pricing history of the product like? Is it up and down like a yo-yo, or is it fairly consistent? Is it a seasonal product? Is it an Amazon to Amazon purchase where I can buy it low and sell it high? What else is there? Has the brand been on the listing at any point? Because if they have, I wouldn't sell it. It's too risky. If you filter the data so that you can see the entire history of the listing, if you filter the data so you see the entire history, at any point in time on the off account, has there been a flatline drop off on the sellers? Because if it's completely flatline, that means the brand has likely issued an IP violation, which means you shouldn't sell the product. And you're going to notice some incongruencies between SellerAmp and Keeper. SellerAmp might tell you that this is an IP violation, but if you actually look at the Keeper graphs on the brand, you can see all the product listings are fine. And one of them is HP. HP always flashes as an IP risk on SaaS. I sell it all the time. It's always fine. What else is there? What else do I check for on Keeper? IP violations, buy box statistics. Is the buy box being shared? If I'm selling on a listing with Amazon on it, are they going to share me the buy box, or am I going to have to undercut them to try and get it? That's another one. Buy box history. Keeper trackers are incredibly important, which most people don't use. On your Keeper account, the limit used to be 1,000. You used to get 1,000 Keeper trackers per account. I don't know if that's changed since they changed the pricing, and I'm going to have to check that. But you want to get to those 1,000 trackers as soon as you can, because your Keeper trackers essentially become your business. When you connect it to your Telegram or to your emails and you say, hey Keeper, tell me when this Amazon listing goes this low in price. When it goes that low in price, that's a really good indication that you might be able to buy it for an A to A lead and then resell it when it goes high. Or equally, if you have stock of a product or a supplier of a product, but the price is a little low, but you can tell the price is rising, you can say, hey Keeper, send me an indication. When this price goes back up to £20, send me a notification so I know to buy it and resell it then. Keeper trackers trackers in general are incredibly important, and it's an area a lot of people either don't know about too well, or they neglect. Let me just check and make sure I've not got any questions anywhere else. I don't. Okay. I'm live for another 2 minutes, gang. Let me know if you've got any questions. Is there anything specifically that I can help you with today? My list of possible topics, I've pretty much exhausted it over the last week of going live. What else have we done? Okay, that's a good topic. So people who are coming onto the platform and who are new to selling, they're for right reasons, they're very fixated on the fees that you have to spend. For me personally, I see the fees as a win. I understand it's not nice to have margin taken by Amazon, and I understand Amazon are cheeky with how much margin they take from you from silly little fees. But when you operate a business model in the UK, warehousing costs are really expensive. Hiring staff is really tricky and really expensive, especially in the UK. Paying taxes on all those things, really expensive. shipping your products is really time consuming. So if I can sell on Amazon's platform, which I do, and Amazon charge me fees to sell on that platform, and I can have a fully fledged business model where I never see or touch the stock, to me, that's a trade-off I'll make every day and twice on Sunday. You know, it's such a no-brainer. I'm going to sound like a boomer now. I'm 33, right? When I was in my 20s, social media wasn't really a thing like it is today, but Amazon wasn't a thing back then. Not really, anyway, or at least I wasn't aware of it. And I think it's insane that we live in a time and place where you can have a business model at any age past 18. You can work a full-time salaried job, you can work a career job, and operate a business where you don't ever see or touch the stock, and Amazon handle all the customer service. I think it's insane. I think we're incredibly lucky and privileged to be alive in this time. And obviously, you know, we were born in the UK, so inherently you get loads of benefits that other countries aren't lucky enough to have. And I think a lot of British people take that for granted.